Okay, welcome to Retrospective Tourney, where we have Team Bong versus BigStonks. For this best of three, we'll start things off on coastline, and BigStonks are on the defensive half first, and they choose to ban out the Twitch. It's something that Bong are known to bring quite a lot, and if those Twitch drones are utilised correctly, they can be a real nuisance to getting rid of all the utility off the board. So banning her out is a good idea. Thatcher will also be banned out here from the side of Bong. Coastline is one of the maps he tends to see less bans on, because he's not entirely necessary, but he's always useful in any map you play on, so if you don't want to deal with all that quick utility clearing, it's a good idea to take him off the board. Legion will also get banned out here from Bong, as he's their staple ban, they just don't like playing against him. And finally, BigStonks will ban out Valkyrie, a map she's very strong on. You can throw those cams in so many tricky places outside to get as much intel as possible. So taking her off the board makes life a lot easier for the attack. Moving into round one, Hookah and Billiards will be the first site BigStonks are choosing to visit. It's a nice lineup here from both sides. I like the inclusion of the buck from Bong, being able to use that skeleton key from below or above, which provides more versatility than the sledge does, because if you can play below and you know where the players are or where the utility is from below, you can use that skeleton key and take all of it out really easily.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Vertical play is
bombs.
always so useful in Siege. We'll see what's it. Placing his Evil Eyes down inside of the site. This will provide intel for anyone to know if they're planting in the room or not. You can C4 from below or just shoot up through the soft floor. Not much of a push so far from Bong. We have people on this VIP balcony holding angles, making sure they know where the players are. You do have the Jaeger of Beam playing over here inside of the theatre, so they will have to clear him out. Chevy will be joining himself in, and it looks like Tyke will be trying to move on in. Lalon is here to help the Jaeger if needs be. Still, these players on the roof holding angles, making sure to cut off any of the rotates you might need to. Drones will spot out the Jaeger here, and he will have to either run away or win his one here. It seems Tyke will just be holding an angle at the moment, trying to catch him off guard in a rotation. And there it is, the opening pick goes in favour of Tyke. The Jaeger with poor positioning will get taken out easy there, and a nice shot to open things off for Bong. The Vigil, who was close, seems to have retreated far away now. Alf will be chasing him down here inside of the office area. The Jackal Bones come out. Chevy, in the meantime, will find a second on the round. There's Watson off the board. Alf will choose to rotate away. Chevy finds a second for himself, and that is leaving Bong with only two players left alive, both of them below. The bandit goes down, and it's all left up to Lalon in a 1 versus 5 situation. Pings will come out. He tries to impact someone from below, but minimal damage means he doesn't find the kill from it. And with 5 players alive and only 34 seconds left to fight through them all, and the diffuser's disabled, it's not looking good for him. You can see the shark circling here as he doesn't know which way to look. He takes down the Ash and the Zofia as well, so that's 2 nice kills for his stats. Oh, what a beautiful shot to take down Hellas as well. But Bong surely can't lose this. 2 players still left alive and 10 seconds left on the clock. He can't even get to the diffuser in time. Lalan, a nice attempt, but it will be Bong gaming with the first round on the board here.
Bomb defused. Attackers win.
It was a nice roam clear attempt from Bong, and then deciding not to take out the players below, rather overwhelming the players on side of sight. And then the players below couldn't use that vertical pressure as they wanted to try and deny a plant. Kitchen and Service will be the second site picked out here, as Hookah did not go so well for Stocks the first time. A Capcan will get 6 picked off of here, and the Echo picked up instead. You wouldn't expect Lalon to be the one on the Echo. He's playing visual last round.
Attackers need to
It's an
locate
interesting
and defuse as many
role
bombs as they
change.
can. Attackers have located a bomb.
Peace will protect us.
Bomb located by attackers.
We are seeing a nice extension upstairs here into the penthouse area. What's it reinforcing the theatre wall so he can play safely inside of there. He'll also be able to utilise the pests up here to slow down the drone work and make sure they site of Bong can't push so safely. I wonder if we'll see a shield up here too. Mem still has 1 in pocket, so I assume we're going to be seeing 1 in the theatre doorway. There it is. We will be seeing Bong rappelling up to the roof now. Mem is still playing it inside of the penthouse area, and it looks like he's going to be trying to hold up here solo, which is interesting. But being a hit has come back to help him. Chevy will be on the VIP balcony, as well as Tyke. So it looks like they're doing a VIP side clear once again. Trying to push on in. There is the shield to contest though this time, which could be a bit of a problem for Bong. Pest will get caught up. That poor placement allows the Ash to get her drone on in without wasting anything there. They will spot out the magnets, which will allow Chevy to use his utility, or Alpha in fact, and that's the shield taken care of. A nade will also sail out. Mem takes minimal damage, but he's still alive and kicking. He will fall back, but won't be able to land his shots. Alpha the first pick there. Bean though will refrag, and that's Chevy taken off the board near more Ash. And Bean finds a second on the round. Tyke peeks widely and does not find his shots. Instead, it's now Bong at the disadvantage 3-4 now. Minute and 30 seconds still left in the round. Vertical play will be implied here from the side of Bong. Applied, not implied. Zamak will be using these vertical angles to try and find anyone off-site. Alf will be able to find 1, and that's the smoke off the board. Not saying you want to lose early on the round like this before he can even find anything with his canisters. Hallis will go for a very aggressive fight, and somehow neither player dies, and for some reason Whatset runs away. Hallis will find 1, but Bean is a third of himself on the round, which leaves us in a 2 versus 2. 50 seconds left. Lalan is playing inside of sight with his Echo drones as you'd expect. Bean is still up here on the roam. He sees out Alf. He tries to get a pre-fire on through, but it won't land anything. So he chooses to rotate downstairs and ignore the Jaeger for now. Hellas already on site. Could be a diffuser planting here. Yes, it is. The Echo should be able to deny this. There we go. Hellas will get down to Tinnis Lolland with his own on the round, and Alpha will have to clutch on 1 versus 2 now if he wants to win the round. Echo Drones will stun him out, and Lolland should be able to find a free pick here as Alpha turns his back. But actually, no, Alpha to win the fight somehow. The Diffuser is getting planted, but it should be an easy denial here from Bean. Wills the pistol to run super quick, as fast as possible, but he doesn't actually know where the Diffuser is. And there it is! Alpha with a big clutch somehow. Bean losing that out. How do you do that? Oh dear. That's the second round in a row for Bong. What a throw. Bean for some reason is expecting Alpha to be planting in the default spot. Free fires there, but it doesn't land at all because Alpha's planting at the black box area where, well, you should have expected that really, considering he just killed the Echo there. Should have been a clearer call that he would plant. Alright, after a unsuccessful kitchen as well, it'll be billiards picked out once again from the side of BigStonks. See if they can correct their mistakes from the last attempt and win it out this time.
Bomb located by attackers.
It's an interesting shield here used by men. In the rotate to billiards, so you can deny a plant kind of inside of billiards, and then I suppose you can also play behind it to look on in to hookah, but no matter where you play behind the shield, you can get spotted from both the double window and the hookah window, so I'm not sure what the point of it really is. Lolland back on his roam game again after the Echo didn't work out so well from last time. Down below on a solo room inside the kitchen, just trying to waste time. Bean once again up in theatre solo. I don't know why Lolland isn't closer so he can try and help his teammate out. He's now over here in Sunrise, getting droned out individually. That's Chevy pushing by himself. If he loses this gunfight out, it's a bit of a waste of the Ash. Shots will land there. Lolland takes a bit of damage, but not much. And Chevy throws all this he throws all his flashbangs in such a waste, and Lolland with a nice shot with the C4, and that's Chevy for the board. Bean will find one of his own, and that's Alpha taken down. Being in a very aggressive position, and Buck will refrag quickly though. Some damage will be done there on to What's-It, but not much. It's only a shot to the hand. Bong are left alone in a 3 versus 4 as Hellas, all the players are pushed very solo. Hellas is just by himself in Aqua, just very silently making his way into side. I think What's-It might be aware of this though as he's peeking around it aggressively. Just holding this angle, waiting. Shots will come out there from the player below Bogos, scaring away the player of Hellas, and these players of Bong realise that they can't really get a plant down there because of all the denial on the side of Stonks. Bogos will find one for himself, and that's Hellas taken down. That's a nice angle from below to find that shot. And 2 players left alive for Bong now versus 4 from BigStonks. They have 50 seconds to work with. It's not the greatest amount of time. And Zamak has nowhere good to plant this Diffuser because of these vertical angles being held here from below. Looks like the Nomad moves in deep, but is quickly taken out. Nice headshot there from What's-It, and it's all down to Tyke in a 1 versus 4. He doesn't have Diffuser, he doesn't have anything going for him at all, and it should be an easy cleanup here from the side of Stonks. He will find one for its trouble, but smoke canisters will sail out. Pre-fires comes through, but nothing lands. He tries to run on in, but nice crossfire held by BigStonks. and Mem will finish things off and this first round on the board for Stonks. After Kitchen wasn't the greatest success last time, Blue Bar and Sunrise will be the site that Stonks go to this time. So we haven't seen them play on yet, so let's see how they do. Hellas this time will 6-pick off of the Nook onto the Amaru. I don't really agree with the operator choice there at all. The Amaru has a great gun, and I suppose she does have those 3 flashbangs that can be quite useful. But the gadget is lackluster at best. The Nook at least had those grenades that she could use. Doesn't seem like there's any vertical pressure being applied here from the side of Stonks. Instead, it looks like they are having some sort of kitchen extension as well. They have barbed over here and reinforcing setup. So I'd assume we see someone inside of the kitchen area. I want to see what this Amaru does. Just goes right onto the roof. Okay. What it will be on a solo roam. The role's changing up quite a bit for all of Stonks. No one seems to be hard set on an operator. And the Hellas will be in solo once again. I don't know why. Someone will find the opening pick there. That is memory taken off the board, the smoke taken off. And that's Bean off the board as well. Well, 5 vs 3 now in favour of Bong. They have vertical presence, but no one seems to be up here to apply it. Instead, most of Bong seems to be pushing here from inside of office. Burgos will find one that's a refrag onto Hellas, the Amara taken off the board. So now it's 4 vs 3 as we enter the last 2 minutes of the round. X-Carus will be implemented there to open up the wall, which will allow Bong to go for a plant inside of the blue bar. Chevy will find one for himself, and that's Burgos off the board, which leaves Watson and Lala now in a 1-2 vs 4. Watson offsite will be trying to go in for a flank, but he gets spotted up there from the buck, and he can't win his fight. And Lala now at 1 vs 4. It was a nice shot there to take down Alf, but he still has 3 to find and a diffuser to disable. Watson gets finished off there, which leaves Lalan completely alone in the dark. Another kill from Lalan will put himself in a winnable position 1 vs 2, but Bong should have a nice crossfire set up here on the diffuser.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect it.
There it is, a nice shot from Chevy to finish things off. Lalan off the board, and they're 3-1 now for Bong, looking strong in their attack of the coastline. Stonks don't seem to be having the greatest time on their defense so far, so they choose out Kitchen and Service once again. So it didn't go well for them last time, and Hellas will once again flex onto a completely different operator. The Blitz this time will be in play.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. Attackers have located a bomb.
This time we're also seeing a shield used at the 90 corridor this time. It's a nice adaptation from Stonks. Using the shield inside the theatre was a good idea, but the player in the theatre was certainly left alone for quite a while and he couldn't do all too much by himself. This player at 90 should be able to play the rather securely and protect his teammate as well, as the Wamai will only need to fight one angle. The Blitz is still in place, so to see exactly where he pushes. I don't know why the Blitz is being played here instead of the Monty. I guess Hellas just wants to play a more aggressive role. He will drop straight down without even waiting for a drone to come through. He spots out the shield player inside of theatre, and that's Lala and that Wamai. Although he is alone, the shield 90 is taken control of now by Bean. So these two players, Tyke will be using the skeleton key to open up an angle there to help take care of the shield, and Bean will be forced to rotate his Hellas. Takes a lot of damage there, but he does win his fight, and that's Lala off the board. Bean will be forced to rotate further back as the Blitz chases him down. Watts, they'll get a refrag to buck off the board. No more soft destruction from him. Chevy will get downed, but Alf refrags. So we're still in a even man cut situation, 3-3 now. Not even half the round has been through yet.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
What's it on this Mozzie will still be roaming around. He will push back down into Sunrise, while Bean is inside of the lobby. You have the Blitz pushing very aggressive solo over here, while his two teammates are just on site. Back in Penthouse, using the vertical angles they should have, but because the Buck was taken down and Alpha, then he has so many breach charges, he can't find too many. But Alpha, a nice shot there, will take the head straight off the smoke, and that's just exactly why the angle grip is so good. What they will find a nice pick, and that's Hellas with the board, no more Blitz. And that leaves only Alf and Samok now alive, 2 versus 2. Only 45 seconds left in the round, so I assume we'll be seeing Bong going for some sort of plant here, while Alf has to cover. What's it swings wide but can't land his shots there. It's all down to the Jaeger and the Mozzie. Not much denial in their hands, only 1 C4. Alf pushes in solo through Sauna, might try and catch this Mozzie off guard. Yet there it is, a nice shot, and it's all down to Bean in the 1 versus 2. He has to stop this plant and find the other player as well. It could be very difficult for him. Alf has to go here.
10 seconds to go.
Diffuser now has been planted as Bean finds one, but he still has one more to find, but he can't do it. And there it is, a nice finish off from Zamok to find the head of the Jaeger as well. And that leads Bong 4-1 at the advantage now.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Moving on, and we will be seeing Stonks go back to the innings that they've won so far, and that is Billiards Hookah. This time we see Lalon switching off onto the Warden instead. I assume this is to counter the Blitz, but the Blitz wasn't much of a threat last round. He did find one, and that was actually on Lalon, so it could have been very well because he was blinded by that shield.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attacker's objective is to defuse the bomb.
Cover me.
APS deployed and ready to go.
Once again, we see Bong coming up here onto this VIP balcony. They really like taking from this east side of the map. That's an ash charge from Chevy to open up the hatch. I don't know why that's happened when Alpha's breach charges. I mean, there are shields on the boards, there are evil eyes, and those are things you need to take care of with ash charges. Zamak is now already in deep, and he has no intel, and Dean will find a free pick there. A lot of unbridled aggression will find the opening pick for the side of Stonks. Chevy is still aware of this player of the Jaeger around this area. He's getting pinged now, and somehow he doesn't finish him off. The Jaeger still playing over here. Chevy tries to get this wall, but he just can't land all the shots he needs to. And there it is. The air jab will catch him off, but somehow Chevy doesn't finish things off until now. But there's a quick refrag. That's Bogart to find one. Tyke will find one onto Lalon. That is the Warden off the board. So we're still in an even man count 3-on-3. Stonks really like to keep things close. Blitz will be pushing over here towards luggage, but neither of his teammates seem to be rotating with him.
Have recovered their diffuser.
I'm not sure what this split push really is. Hellis is going to try and get on into Aqua, but he doesn't stand much of a chance by himself. These two players pushing up. There's just only one now as the smoke throws that one canister, and that is all three utilised now in the round. The Blitz will take a lot of damage there and will get finished off. A quick refrag once again. That's Tyke with the smoke off the board, and he'll find a second for himself. That's down, but the Bandit will down the Buck as well. So it's actually down to 1 versus 1. Alf versus the Bandit. Alf going for an interesting plant location. It should be an easy denial here from Bogart, especially with what's it up. He should have been able to give intel on that plant, but somehow Alf gets away with it. So it's all down to this 1 versus 1 post-plant situation. Bogart has actually gone for the revive onto what's it. So it's a 2 versus 1 now. Alf has a lot of work to do. He finds one that's the Bandit off the board, and he finds a second as well. A nice shot to finish off what's it. And there it is, a 5-to-1 split for Bong on their attack of Coastline. And yet another nice clutch there from the side of Bong to just about win the round out. This game has definitely been a lot closer than the scoreline would suggest, 5-to-1. A 5-1 split is definitely good for Bong, but I would expect at least a 4-2, if not a 5-1, from an attacking half of Coastline, really. Bong will be choosing to go to the double bar site for their first defense. We see Hellis with the Warden pick, and I believe that's the last time I saw Bong play this map. They did have a roaming Warden just gunning with the SMG-12. So I wonder if we're going to be seeing that again. Somehow we pick up the Rook as well. So it's definitely an unorthodox lineup here from the side of Bong. Seems like a rather decent default setup here from Bong, opening up the garden wall to deny a plant that's on a blue bar from garden and the main lopping area. I assume we'll be seeing a shield at the spot. Yeah, there it is. The shield inside of the. What do you? I don't know what to call that. To be fair, inside of the sunrise bar to watch out for sauna push. There are all three aliases stacked up here to protect the shield, and along with those magnets will certainly be a task and a half for Stonks to take care of this. So I assume we'll be seeing a office take instead. You don't have to take care of all that utility.
A
Here
bomb
it
has
is.
been located.
The roaming Warden SMG-12. What a sight to behold in his natural habitat.
Loading back. Reload. Loading back. Raising up defenses. Magnet ready. Passing mags. Activating drone.
Well, not much is happening in the rounds so far. Half a minute has been burnt away and nothing really has been accomplished by the side of Stonks. No utility really has been utilised. One spec canister will get tossed out there to try and delay the attack from Stonks, but this player of the smoke at the shield still has so much utility to protect him. A second canister is tossed out there. It's a bit of a waste, really, as one set of cars is utilised, which should push the smoke out. There it is. Buck is now above and he's utilising the skeleton key to find the angles. Alpha will find an opening pick there. The Mitre take down the Zofia. Mem just can't get a break as he can't seem to find anyone. He almost finds one but gets then shot back through the wall. Here, is that the... It's the smoke playing aggressively on these stairs. I don't know, he could easily lose his life there. What's it though, can't hit his shots. So Chevy's still alive. 5 versus 4 still for Bongers into the final 45 seconds. Lalon will find one, that's the Rook off the board, and the smoke also goes down. Still way too aggressive. Hellostow will get a refrag, instantly traded out by Lalon though. So that leaves us with Stonks still at the advantage in the round. All down to Tyke and Alf, both playing inside of the blue bar area. Alf though will rotate around to the hallway. Diffuser is going down. It should be an easy null here from Alf. He finds one. The cover from above is not adequate. And the Yana runs out of the room. I don't know what he's doing. He runs back in and instantly dies. And it's all down to the player above. It's the Nomad and Tyke. Oh, what the fuck did I just watch? The Nomad finds one. But can he find the second? No, he can't. And that is Alf on Bong Gaming, pushing us to match point on map 1 of Coastline. What a round. And once again, 6-1 does not show how close this game has been so far. So many rounds that could have gone either way, that Bong just about win out at the end. Now for the second site, Bong will be choosing to go to hookah and billiards. To Siptic here offer the my shot onto the castle instead. I don't know if I agree with that really. The Maestro was the only information operator
Attackers need to locate
that
and
Bong
defuse
had
bombs
on the
if they can.
board, and losing him could really be a downside for them, but they still brought the warden and the dock, so I mean, you could just bring the dock but play the Echo instead. That would at least provide some intel. Then you have pretty much the same gun with an ACOG as well. I understand that they brought the castle for a reason, but trading out the Maestro for him isn't the greatest idea in my opinion. Honestly, I trade out the warden for, well, just about anyone really. That's just the shotgun definitely does come in handy, but a smoke or a mute would do just the same job.
Attacker's objective is to defuse the bomb.
Chevy here might be going for a spawn peek. He runs out and pre-fires an angle, no shots landed. He's instantly back in the building. He will though be opening this barricade. Lalon is close at hand, so he might be able to trade out, but no. He just drone in though and spot out the dock, still playing inside of Aqua. doesn't seem to be any ADS here for Chevy behind this bar, so an easy grenade from Lala might be able to catch him out.
Bringing replicator online.
Gemini will go out, and it should be a free pick there for Chevy, but for some reason he doesn't. What? He shoots the hologram, but doesn't decide to shoot the person just behind the hologram. It's definitely interesting. Chevy will be the opening pick, so that's Buck. Man with a nice shot from below. That's the hatch opened as well. And now men will be free to open up angles below and get on. Take out all the utility as we need to. Marksman Bean will find another on the round, and that's Hellas off the board. No more ward, so it's 3 versus 5 now. Now, from the looks of things, Stonks definitely are trying to go for this Aqua take and trying to get a plant down at the default spot in Billiards. Because there's no smoke on the board, no vertical presence anymore, no C4s, there's zero denial on the side of Bong, so it could be a free plant here for Bogarth if he tries to go for it. Goes on in, and there it is, the plant is going down now. Alf will try and swing but loses his life for it, so it's on to 2 versus 5 now. Someone tries to peek but gets his head taken off as well, and in a post-plant situation, it's now all down to Tyke in a 1 versus 5. How the tables have turned for Bong as things are not looking good for them now. What was that? He flicks and gets a wall bang. Bean gets absolutely deleted there. I don't know what that was, but it was absolutely disgusting. And Stonks will stay afloat for one more round, 6-2 now. Bong here still looking very strong to finish things out on Coastline here, 6-2. Still have that match point, and they'd have to throw quite a few rounds in a row to lose that advantage. Hellas will be once again picking out a different operator, as the Tachanka is his weapon of choice for this round, but I assume we'll see some sort of 6-pick here. Lalan will get the 6-pick as well, and that's Nook instead of the Yana. I assume we'll see a lot of aggression from him now as he tries to do a rush sort of thing, and Hellas will 6-pick off of that onto the castle. Interesting.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Razor wire deployed.
Swapping mags! Doorway barricaded! Secure the wall!
Once again, it seems like a similar setup going through from Bong, having this castle barricade. The castle barricade in the VIP corridor, and then one in Aqua as well, with the rotate on into Aqua, so not much has changed. The lineup has definitely changed a lot, though. I like the addition of the pulse as well. With the shotgun, it's definitely interesting, but it could certainly work out for them. Stonks once again though will be looking to try and contest this vertical play, pushing in below. The drones will come through. Bean figures out that no one is playing inside of Sunrise, so it's a free take for them. They do have 2 rooms to contest down here below inside of the office area. Men will drone one out, but why not drone Chevy out as well? Men chooses a different angle of attack instead as he thinks wiser of his actions. It was at the blue bar window trying to contest the castle. Was that trying to do something? Tyke will find one for himself, and Chevy will take one as well, but Lala will find that opening pick onto Samek. Chevy will find a double for himself on the round. It's all down to Watsit and Bean now. Both players inside of Sunrise trying to use these vertical angles, but they will get wallbanged there a bit from office area. These 2 players from Stonks still have a minute 45 seconds left to work with as Tyke swings widely and loses his life for it. Actually manages to crawl away and he could get picked up here, so it's still a 4 versus 2 for the side of Bong. There's 2 players from Stonks just holding angles, and Chevy finds a triple in the round for himself. It's all down to Bean. But there it is, a finish off from Chevy, who gets a 4K, I think that was from him. Nice shot there to finish things off, and that is map 1 to Bong, 7-2 now. For map 2 we'll be having Villa, with BigStonks starting on the defense this time. Just as we had last time. And then Bong will be defending over time. So he's going for a 5-minute break to give the players a bit of rest. Alright, looks like we're heading into map 2 now. Okay, after Bong comfortably win map number 1, let's see if Stonks come back on map number 2 of Villa. They do start on the defense this time, so we should be ready. Thatcher is banned out here first from the side of Stonks. It's interesting. Bong will be the ones to ban out the Ying off the board. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Stonks don't tend to seem like the players to use a Ying. It tends to be more of a team that would use an aggressive playstyle to use that operator, and banning her out seems like a bit of a waste really, but I guess just in case you don't want to play against her, it's okay to ban her out, and Legion will once again be banned out here from Bong. Not too sure why they like to ban the Legion, but I guess it's just a comfort thing rather than take off any intel. Mirror will also get banned out here for Stonks. Not a very uncommon ban. Interestingly, that leaves both Maestro, Echo, Valk. A lot of intel still on the board for the defenders. Now for Stonks, Trophy and Statue will be the first site they are visiting. The Monty was quickly teased there from Hellas, but he quickly changed it to a Glass. I wonder if we're going to see a 6th pick off of him. Will be interesting to see. It doesn't look like he is just going to play Glass. Okay. Well, it's an interesting pick, but Hellas definitely likes his unique operator choices.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
And it
as
does
they
tend
can.
to work for him quite well. Looks like from Stonks we're going to be seeing a closet hold from them, considering the placements of these castle barricades. Yeah, we're seeing Mem extend out here
Attackers have discovered
into
the
bedroom,
location
and
of
then they
bombs.
should easily be able to open up this walk-in wall as well, and then someone, or I would assume it would be Panic on that Wamai would be the one players out of there. But it could also be Mem with that shotgun. Well, it looks like Bong definitely want to push from this bedroom side, and they're going to have to deal with the full lot of this utility stacked inside the bedroom. Mem is looking rather weak and scared in here by himself. He does have to play out of Panic inside of bathroom using the shield to contest the window as well.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Stuns will go out, and that is the ADS burn. One magnet is still on the board though. Grenade will sail out, but it gets caught by a different ADS. A poor toss there from Hellas. Really unfortunate to lose that grenade out. Seeing all 5 players of Bong stacked up here on the bedroom balcony, wasting an entire minute so far, it's nothing good for them. Hellas jumps straight on in and somehow wins the opening fight. Somehow gets killed by Mem. How does he not know that Mem's inside of closet? Surely he should know. Chevy though pushes aggressively into bathroom, and there it is. Mem is finally taken down. So Chevy puts his team at advantage now, but gets gunned down quickly by 2 players inside of the Astro room, which leaves Bong at the disadvantage now for a 2 versus 3. Tyke has rotated entirely over to the different side of the map, while Zamak is still inside of this walk-in area. I don't know why he's rotated completely by himself. I suppose he could catch some people off guard. His what's it probably completely unaware of this Thermite's position. Does the 90 cam just get taken out, and there it is. What's it is now aware, and he should get a free pick here. But no, somehow Tyke escapes his notice, like just dancing around that pillar. 50 seconds still left in the round for these two players of Bong to do something. Zamak trying to push on in to Astro. What's it will take a lot of damage, but will win out the gunfight, and Bean will finish off Zamak as well. And that's the first round in favour of Stonks. A very weird round from Bong, and not one I could really approve of.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
This time we're seeing a kitchen and dining defense coming through for Stonks.
Attackers have located a bomb.
It seems like a horizontal extension has been utilised here from the side of Stonks, rather than a vertical one. Often you'd see players upstairs inside of the trophy statue area, but this time Stonks are in fact reinforcing walls over here in the living room, and they're going to play someone inside of here, I assume.
5 seconds left. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Explosive ordnance deployed. Jammer initiated. Deploying sensor.
This very well could be a quick pantry rush here from the IQ. As she rushes up these stairs, might catch someone off guard here, but no, there's a barricade in the way. The Mozzie is close and waiting here. The C4 will sail over the top, but it's a complete waste from what's it. Poor toss there. Another C4 will go over, and Panic will not miss his, and that's Alpha and Zamak quickly taken off the board. The Ashen and Nomad will be no longer for this world. Mem will find one of his own with a C4. Tyke will find one, but Hellas goes down. It's all down to Tyke now in a 1 versus 4. He'll have to ace to win this round.
Scanning.
Oh dear, what is going on?
Sensor activated.
Peeking round to Mem, and should be a free pickup here. No, somehow Mem loses that fight. Tyke with a double kill on the round, but he can't get past the Panic as he gets gunned down. But actually, it's what's it to finish him off. Okay, never mind. Shot in the back there to finish off that play of Tyke, and Bong not looking so strong on their attacks of Villa. I thought it was over when what's it whiffed his C4, but Panic to the rescue with that nice C4 straight over the top of the pantry wall. Bong with a rather easy read of an attack, just trying to rush those players at pantry. Really did not work out for them. Aviators in games with the final site picked out here, as the other two are locked for them, and you don't want to really go to the living room. That site is whack.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Bomb located by attackers.
Once again, we're seeing a horizontal extension here from the side of Stonks, reinforcing these trophy walls, or these statue walls rather, will allow players to play over here on the north side of the map a lot more comfortably. Panic will also put up one Goyo shield here in the bedroom doorway. From the spawns of Bong, it looks like they are probably going to be pushing bedroom side, but we still have a couple of players here for study.
We are protected. Razor wire is deployed.
Chevy once again pushing in solo now, once again through pantry. Nice song. Crouch walking now, he will get a Twitch drone in ahead of him. And Chevy will actually decide not to go up red stairs instead. I assume he's going to use his IQ scanner from below to take out gadgets. Yes, he will. That's a good one. It's a much better idea than trying to rush. The meat jammer should get taken out here nice and easily. Yep, there it is. And this will allow some hard breach on these walls here. The Twitch of Hell is already inside us though, just rushing on through. You might find a free pick here. Oh dear. And that's a quick cleanup of kills there for Stonks, not DC. There's only Alf and Tyker left alive now in a 2 versus 5. And this is not looking good for Bong in map 2 so far.
Watch over us. Magnet activated.
Alf will find one that's the Jaeger of Lalon off the board, but the Hibana has a very, very low HP, so it's not looking good for him. The Hibana and the Thermite together, the dual hard breach duo, will have to find a combined 4 more kills now, or maybe even plant out the fuser.
Perimeter defense active.
One meat jammer was taken off the board, so I believe this game wall here is breachable for the Thermite, so he could open it up, and then maybe they could try and get a plant down behind the bar, but it would be a big task for the one player on the board to defend against 4 alive. Hibana will take even more shots now, put down to just a single bullet's worth of HP, and she goes to try and open up the bar wall with her Kairos. I'm not really sure that's the play. And with only 25 seconds left, it looks like Bong are completely locked out of the site here. Alf will try and peek on through this hole, but he won't be able to crouch through it, that's for sure. So it looks like it's going to be an easy round win here for Stonks. Alf will find one as a double kill here on the round. Diffuser
5 seconds left.
won't be able to get down because Alf can't get into the site quick enough. There it is. A 3rd round in a row for Stonks, and they are looking very, very good so far on their defensive villa.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Once again, we're seeing Trophy and Statue picked out here, as it is once again available for the side of Stonks. I believe we're going to see the same walk-in extension as we had before. It worked out quite well for them. I do hope Bong either choose to attack the south side of the map instead, or they actually use their utility well, because last time it was an absolute shit show really going on. I don't know
Attackers'
what I was
objective is to
watching.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Reloading! Deploying ADS! Shield ring! Let's stop worrying about grenades now!
Adding some protection from grenades. Magnets ready.
Yeah, looks like Bong have realised that the bedroom take is futile with all that utility stacked up there, so instead we're going to see a full attack here from study side. They do have reinforcements and players over here to contest, but it's a lot less utility than they would have on bedroom. Tyke will be in immediately and opening up the study to Astro, or not Astro, Aviator rather. They still have what's inside of the vault area now rotated into games. The Jaeger, he had rotated back, who gets his head taken off there. Nice shot from Chevy to win out that gunfight. And it's now all down to Watts holding this side of the map completely by himself. Still in game, holding this angle, he will have this Nomad on the other side of the wall to him. A nice wallbang there. Drones will give the intel. Hellas will take a lot of damage, but Samak will shut down Watts before he could find anything too severe. Now we have these three players inside a site still. Mem is able to use the shield here. Watching landing to good use. He's able to use those smoke canisters as well, which will allow him to deny the push and the plant as well. Unfortunately, therefore, Memi peeks way too wide, and he will get taken down. That's no more smoke canisters on the board. Bino will find one that's the Hibana off the board. Alf will also go down now to Bean as a double kill for him on the round, but it's still Bong with the man advantage 3-2. Panic and Bean left alive as the only ones. Panic will take a lot of damage though as he tries to peek Zamak, though will be able to find one. Panic refrags though, and that's Tyke off the board. Diffuser might be able to go down here inside the trophy as the one player rotates back away. Zamak is looking like he wants to get this diffuser down. Hellas will have to cover 1 versus 1 now. Both players are lit, so it could be an easy win for either one. But no, Panic will not win out that gunfight. Instead, it'll be Hellas, the Beast, to finish things off, and that's Bong with their first round of map 2. 3-1, and it's definitely still possible for them to come back. Diane and Kitch will get picked up this time as Stonks realise that Bong were very good at the study side takes, so they want to try trophy again, instead choose to go down to the dining kitchen site.
Your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Last time Bong decided to do a very odd rush on Pantry, and it did not work out for them in the least.
Attackers have located a bomb.
What is this? What am I looking at here? Is that the window? That's so weird. Yeah, but the Russia punch didn't work out so often last time, so I assume Bong will be going for a completely different attack this time, one with more brain behind it, I'd assume.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
I have no idea what the pulse was doing just then, but he did not look like he was having a fun time. As what's it's being shot straight through the roof. I want to look back at what I just saw because it looked like he was having an absolute fucking time and a half over there. Once again, this is like a study take coming through from Bong. Trying to push in vertically this time. I don't know whether they're going from study. They could just go in easily from bedroom, but I suppose the pulse is below and you could get an easy C4 kill. They will have to find some way of neutralizing this pulse below, because you could easily find a free C4 kill here when they try and use the vertical plate against the side of Stonks. Hell is pushing in aggressively once again by himself. He is getting a drone in though, and they should quickly realise that there is no one up here. The mutual is around here though, so it delays a bit of time, but because no one's up here, it should be relatively easy.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Here it is, but they still have to be completely aware of this pulse plane below. Mem is close on hand to try and get a C4 kill from below as the pulse gives out information. Sledge will be using vertical planets, so that's a very poor nitro from What's It, which actually nets one. It looked like it was going to miss, but unfortunately Hallis moves around at the wrong time. Panic will find one for himself as well, so that's 2 on the round for, I keep almost saying DC, for Stonks during this round, so it's down to 3 versus 5 for Bong now. Chevy will go down as well to Lalon, and that's 1 for 3 players so far, and it's all down to Alpha and Samak. Samak, so almost loses his life, but Lalon will get taken down. So it's down to him and Al, still 2 versus 4. They have 50 seconds left to work with now. Nice angle opened up here from the Zofia into Memorial, but doesn't look anyone's playing down here. Actually, no, Mem is, and I switch off at the wrong time. Alpha will find 1 nice shot there, so then you have 3 players left to find. What's It should still be able to feed intel to his team if for some reason he's come off his scanner. He could just easily continue to play on that scanner and feed intel. The Hibana is still with the diffuser. Instead they decide to drop down. Panic is now inside of Living, and he is taking now, so it's 2 versus 2 now. Bean though will take down Alpha. It's all down to Zamak on a 1 versus 2. He has 50 seconds left to work with. He finds 1. That's What's It. Triple goal for the Nomad on the round. Bean has to deny this plant from going down, and it is going down right now. He's rushing on in, and it should be Zamak here. Oh! So close. If he just hit his shots there at the last second, he actually could clutch that out for his team there, as Bean rushes in way too aggressively. But it doesn't matter, and there it is. Stonks with a 4th round on the board now. It's 4-1 for them so far. Series score, it's a best of 3, and the first map went in favour of Bong, so they're currently 1-0 up. This is map 2. Aviation Games will be the final site picked out here from Stonks. I hate their name, I can't remember it, and I always forget it. Kind of annoying.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Reinforcing wall.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
It looks like we're going to see these same horizontal extensions you had before, reinforcing these statue walls. I can't speak words. Panic with the same Goya shield here in the bedroom doorway.
5 seconds to insertion.
Last time the study take for Bong did not really swing so well in their favour, so I will assume we're going to see some sort of variation from them. It looks like they will be going for a bedroom side take this time, considering where they've spawned. Drones will come through. Lalon will have a bit of utility over here. He has these reinforcements to work with, but he's completely by himself. I don't know why there are so many members of Stonks over here inside of this site. Mem might be able to rotate and help out Lalon, but it's not looking good as Lalon already has to drop, and that's not much time at all wasted from the Jaeger. That's poor time management, really. You could have stayed there for a bit longer, especially if you had some help from a teammate. Might even found an opening frag or 2. One Gore shield does get popped as this Ermite opens up one wall there onto trophy statue, drones will come out and figure out that the Jaeger has dropped now. Mem is still playing on the mute here on these red stairs, and he can't hit that drone, unfortunately. He's forced to rotate down the stairs. Ugh, that's a compensator on SMG-11. I don't know why he has that. It disgusts me. A minute and 40 seconds left in the round, and Bong have got good map control so far. They've taken full Astro and Trophy Statue side control. They now have to extend their control over onto the 90 angle. They do have Panic to contest here, but he pops one Goyo shield and now rotates back around onto main. Not sure why he's aiming over there, because he has a team inside of in the study. They should now realise that 90 is completely free for them. Lalande will get the opening frag there. That's tight, taken off the board. The Thermite was probably on flank watching. He somehow gets taken off of that. Don't know why he's watching flank so aggressively. Chevy will get a team kill onto Hellas. That's really unfortunate. Panic final for himself, and it's all down to Chevy and Zamak can have a 2 versus 5. Zamak almost finds one. Chevy finds one for himself though, but the Nomad will get taken down as the Fuser down as well. So it will be down to Chevy now to get an ace on the round, well technically a 6k, as he did take down his teammate as well. But it's not going to be as Panic finishes him off, and that's 5-1 split for Stonks on that defensive half of Villa. Let's see if Bong can come back from that and change things up and win out the series 2-0 here, or if we will see Stonks pushing us to map 3. We will see a 6-pick hit off from what's it off the IQ onto the Nomad instead. The IQ would definitely be useful, but it's not completely necessary. I'd say the Nomad is more useful as you can stop those flanks. You know Bong are an aggressive team, so this air jabs will definitely at least dampen the aggressiveness from the side of Bong.
Deployed and ready to go.
And my drone army grows by 1. Reload. Razor wave going up. You can stop worrying about grenades now.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
It looks like Stonks will be going for a bedroom attack here. We're not seeing much of a interesting setup here from Bong. More of a default hold really. They haven't even extended properly into Astro here. They have no shield in here.
A bomb has been located.
Loading mag.
With a minute burnt off the clock, it doesn't seem like Stonks have managed to do anything at all. Lalan has been able to get into bathroom, but there have been no fights so far, not really anything contested. It's interesting for sure. They have got him below, they're using this vertical play
Bomb diffuser has been dropped.
to try and get the selection claw off the wall. Lalan will get the opening pick, that's Hellas off the board. It's a nice pick for him, and that puts Stonks in a good position to win out this round.
My favorite part. Throwing flashbang.
Men will now be able to open up this trophy or statue wall rather. Still have a minute left to work with as well. The bandit is spotted out there, tight with an unorthodox angle. It should be an easy kill now, really. There's no ADS there, so that could be an easy grenade from Panic, but he's not in a position to do so, really. Someone could find one. That's a refrag onto Panic. Chevy will also find one for himself as well. That's Lalan off the board. A nice comeback from Bong so far. They only have 3 players left alive to find. Bean still below. Last 2 players in bedroom. Nem is holding a long angle from outside. Can't land his shots there and takes a lot of damage there. With only 25 seconds left on the round, Stonks really need to think about trying to go for this plant. They need to execute at some point, but they are just not ready. They're just wasting a lot of time here. Bandit of Tyke still in this close corner. Jaeger takes a bit of damage there. And Bong... Ooh,
10 seconds left. Attackers
I am completely confused as to how the Bandit survives through that. And it's all down to B now in a 1 versus 3. And Tyke can finish him off. And that's a nice round from Bong. 5-2 now. Aviator engages with the second site picked out here for Bong. Seems like a similar line to what they had before. I like the addition of the Mozzie into the lineup. He does 6 picks, but can't change operators in time. The Mozzie though will be able to allow a denial of intel from Stonks if you just place those pests down on the other side of the map where you think Stonks will push from. Those drones will have a lot harder time drilling out that part of the map because they have to try and get past those pests. Instead of getting through them, they'll have to wait for someone to come and destroy them instead.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Attila, he's on.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Device placed. Attila's ready.
From the positioning of Stonks, it definitely looks like they want to go for this north side take into bedroom. Bino is by himself over here. He's going to wolf window, so he might be trying to cut off rotations here.
Taking Gemini for a spin.
Flying ADS.
It's a good use of time so far from the side of Stonks getting into trophy and statue so quickly. Only a minute's been burnt off the clock. C4 will get ripped here. I think that was the Kaid from below. He has pre-placed one on, I believe that's couch door. So if Mem chooses to push here, and Chevy is aware of this, it could be a free pick onto the summit, which would be a massive, massive pick. Well, the round has definitely slowed down now, and oh, there it is. That C4 takes out Mem, and there's no more hard breaches left alive for the side of Stonks. Has find one for himself as what to push up the stairs. The proximity sensor will give his position away, so an easy finish off there for the Bandit, and it's now all down to Bean. 1 versus 5, and it's a flawless round finished off there for Bong, looking much, much better in that round than they did in the last one. 5-3 now, and it's definitely looking like Bong are building up momentum to try and come back from that 5-1 deficit they found themselves at the half. Mem the goat. Dining and kitchen will be the final site on this rotation for Bong. It's a similar setup this time. No Kaid picked up though from Chevy. This time it's the Valk instead. Sip it off of the Mozzie onto the meat instead. They do a very similar job, but has to be able to utilise that shotgun on the meat to open up rotates, open up lines of sight as well, which makes him more useful than Mozzie, since Mozzie lost that lovely super shorty he used to have.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I like the addition of the Valk this time though. It will allow a lot more intel to be gained from the side of Bong, and Chevy, like he did in the last round, being able to get that C4 kill from below. Using those Valk cams, he'll have a much higher chance of getting that C4 kill.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Device placed.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are
It
heading
does
out
seem
to
like a
defuse bomb.
vertical hold is on the cards of Bong, but one of these walls soft. It's interesting. It allows him to play more securely on this wall, but playing up here. It's a good idea to at least delay a lot of time from Stonks, so they can't just get in and open up vertically so quickly in the round. Astro window will be getting opened up here from a person repelling there. Sure that is, it could be the no. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's the Nomad. She will be able to cut off, rotates here, but if she's not careful she could easily get her head taken off here. The Jaeger is very close, and he could be finding himself an open frag. But it looks like he's playing a lot more securely down here at the bottom of the stairs, which does leave the Valk left alone upstairs. And if she chooses to go into Astro, she could find herself losing her life from that player on the Astro window. And because that wall's left soft, that opens up another angle because of the Ash charge, which makes it a lot harder for Chevy to play up here. IQ takes a bit of damage there. C4 tossed out, but it misses completely, and Chevy will have to try and push back, but no, instead he will die. But in fact the opening goes to Tyke as the C4 from below will take out the panic. So we are still in an even man count 4-on-4 now. They seem to know where this Jaeger is. As he tries to push up the stairs, he will get droned out. He does a bit of damage as he rotates away, but he does get away with his life. Also claims that drone as well, so it's not the end of the world for him. Vertical pressure has been lost now, so Bong will have to be a lot more careful on site, and there's Lalon putting a second for himself on the round. That's Hellas at the board. No more mute, no more C4 from him. And as we enter the final minute of the round, all we have are 4 players left alive from Stonks versus 3 from Bong. Lalon will be looking to push down these red stairs. He doesn't have any intel though from a drone, so it could be a free pick, and yep, there it is. Jaeger out for the nice picks there. Another one from Bong as well, but will quickly refrag down to Samak. So it's a 2 versus 2 as we enter the final 40 seconds. Alpha will get back onto site to support his teammate, as Mem is actually inside of kitchen from pantry. He opened up the pantry wall, didn't even hear this going off. What's it still hit inside of the China area, or he's pushing back, and Mem's going for the plant. It could be a free kill here. Yep, there it is. And because Watts is in nowhere near a position to cover, he's above now. Ibmem just waited to go for that plant, so he didn't give away his position with the sound cue. Instead, it looks like Watts is now in a 1 versus 2, and then unwinnable position here is it should be a free pick there for the Jaeger instead. trophy and statue will be a site picked up here from Bong, as they have won their perfect cycle so far on those 3 previous sites. And if they can do that again, they will be pushing us on to the
Attackers
final
need to
round
locate and
here
defuse as many bombs as they can.
and win out the series 2-0.
Bomb located by attackers.
Camera ready to activate. ADS deployed and ready to go. In the desk. Claw is on. Activate camera. Reloading!
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
ADS up and running.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Activate jammer.
It looks like Stonks will be pushing up here bedroom once again. They do love this bedroom take, so they've done it every single attacking round so far.
Drone up and running.
A bomb has been located.
Lobbing mag!
Activating level out.
Kali has been picked up this time from Panic, and this will allow the bandits to take it off the board. Watts will find the opening pick there. A Kite Claw will go out, head us off the board, then meet them C4. Watts is still repelling here on this Astro window. He is getting contested though, so he could lose his life. His C4 is ripped, which does scare the Nomad off, but she should be able to play his safely still. Endurance will come out from him.
Check device.
Still have all these players from Stonks pushing here, and if one player were to drop from Stonks, it could be a free C4 from below. Lalan pushes in aggressively and finds Tyke. That is the bandit off the board. No more tricking will be allowed for him. Lalan does instantly get refragged though, but it was definitely a good pick for him. Mem is going to be trying to open up this wall. There's no impact on the board, so there's no tricks available, so that is nice work there from Stonks. Panic will get down there, and that's Chevy evening us up at a 3-3 man count now. And with a final minute in the round, Stonks seem to be trying to figure out exactly what they're doing. Mem will be pushing in the breach. He's going for the default plant now, and he needs these 2 other members of his team to cover him as he goes for this. Bean will find one, Altho refrags onto Mem. Bean though will find another one, and it's actually down to a 1 versus 1 now, as the planter will go down. And so it went out, but no, it's actually Bean to pre-fire around the corner, and that puts DC or Stonks rather on match point 6-4 now. Aviator and Games with the site picked up from Bong once again, as it is unlocked for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I'm reloading.
10 seconds left.
Activate.
5 seconds to go.
Gem reserve. Claw is on.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
ATS deployed and ready to go. Reload.
I'm out! Drone's ready.
Once again, it's the same bedroom take as we've seen every round from Stonks, and there's once again no real contestant on this side of the map from Bong. We still have Chevy here on this red stairs as he was before. The C4 will go in the same position it was last time, and if that catches someone out again, that'll be a big pick, but no, he blows it way too early there. It's a waste of a C4. It's a minute of the round burnt down. It's a good use of time so far from Stonks as they have full north side control. Well, men will now be able to rotate around and maybe even try and push on to 90. No one is holding there. They have this player below, and that's the panic on the sledge. He is going to throw a nade from below, but he misses it completely. And instead he gets shot up a bit from the main lobby. He just rotates away. Lalon will find a lot of damage there, and that's Chevy to almost went out the fight, but Bean will find one for himself, and Panic also tags on as well. So it's a 3 versus 5 now for Stonks. These 3 players are going to find a miracle here as Bean finds one for himself, and as the wall gets opened up, Hellas will have to try and use the smoke canisters. These 2 players left alive from Bong will have to win out this round unless they want to go to map 3, because Stonks are looking like they definitely want to push us there. So I cannot land his shots against the sledge there, and there it is. It's a attacking round win, and BigStonks with the 7-4 victory on map 2, and that pushes us onto the map 3. So map 3 is Clubhouse with Bong on the defense first. And it will be Bong on the defense on overtime as well. Okay then. So moving on to the third and final map of this series of Bong versus Stonks. We'll be on the clubhouse and we'll have Bong on the defensive half first. Maverick will be the first ban coming out here from Bong. Second ban will be the Monty, okay. Bong not really a team that would play the Monty. So I'm not sure where that ban has come from for Stonks, but he's definitely a force to be reckoned with, especially on this map, so good to ban him out. The Echo also taken off the board. I do like the Maverick ban as well. No blowtorch will make things a lot easier to bandit trick. The Kite is a lot less useful with the Thatcher on the board, so the Maverick will probably see a lot more play. Lee should be the final ban once again coming through from Bong. CC and Cashew will be the first site selected here from Bong. As I expected, the bandit is in fact in play. I assume we will be seeing him doing a bandit trick on the wall. A bandit trick doesn't tend to be seen all too commonly today, considering most teams will just go below most of the time to open up the wall from below, take care of any utility on the wall. It makes things a lot easier for them, not having to worry about the bandit taking any of those exothermic charges that the thermite will place on the wall.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left.
It's an interesting set of castle barricades here from Bong. The way they're positioned, I assume they want to hold inside a construction very aggressively, have a plate inside of here, but these logistic walls are left soft. Just interesting. Only one set. Wait, are all the... No, one set of reinforcements hasn't been used, so... I don't know, it's funny, isn't it? The ash will be opening up here onto the jacuzzi balcony. Okay, so it looks like we're going to throw a bedroom, so I take from the ash of Lalon and the Hibana as well, while the other three members focus on opening up this main breach. I like this from Bean trying to use the stun grenade on the Zofia to stop the bandit from tricking rather than going below, which could be risky. Unfortunate there for Bandit of Hellas, but he does manage to find the opening pick on the round though, which is a good pick. The Doc will be able to stim him back up to full HP, so he loses practically nothing from that. The breach has been open though, which makes things a lot harder. The Thermite of Men will probably now rotate around. I assume it might try and open up this construction wall. Hibana will be utilizing at least one Cerex Kairos here on this wall, and for some reason Lalon gets 2 free picks there. Is how this goes to try and bandit trick the construction to logistic wall, and Lalon is just on this window which the castle knew was destroyed. Men will now be inside the construction trying to open up the wall into sight now. Taike on the Vigil is coming round for the flank, and there the Hibana is ready and waiting for him. He's taken down, and now it's all down to Alf and Chevy in a 2 versus 4 situation. There is in fact Panic still here on the main CC breach while the other 3 are playing. So construction, Lalon is able to refrag Alf after he finds 1. It's all down to Chevy now. He gets downed and finished off there from Panic. Honestly, that round wasn't looking all too bad for Bong until that bandit decided to run out into the middle of construction to try and trick the wall for no real reason whatsoever. It got the bandit killed, and then it also got the castle killed when he tried to peek and refrag for that bandit. So Lalan with a big round there to win out for his team. That's the first attacking win on Clubhouse. Lalan will be picking off of the Ash onto the IQ instead.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Anyway, moving on, CC and Cash will be the same site, picked out once again from Bong. They seem to be going for the same line as before. I believe, no, actually no, the Vigil has been sick pick off of onto the Mute instead.
5 seconds to insertion.
That flank from him wasn't the greatest and didn't really net anything at all, so playing him on side of sight and using these jammers to protect the cast barricades will probably be a lot more useful. This cast barricade has been prepped actually, so it's probably 1 hit away from being destroyed, so you can quickly leap out of that window if you need to.
Placing breach charge.
Once again, it's the same idea from Stonks. This time they are burning the ADS, so the bandit will have no chance, or shouldn't have any chance of tricking here.
Device is going dark.
EMP sails out, the bandit is stunned, and there it is, he can't get it at all. A nice use of utility there from Bean, working alongside the Thatcher and the Thermite. Now once again we see the rotation from the players here, and the cast barricade has been opened up. Escars have been wasted on that cast barricade as they are taken down. You still have Zamek of the castle inside of this construction area, and once again the Hibana should be able to use his Excaros to open up the wall behind her. Zamek will be very in a precarious position there, and it's an easy pick from Panic. I don't know why he chose to stay there. It seems that Stonks are completely aware of what Bong are attempting to do, and they're completely prepared for it. Now, with only 35 seconds left in the round, Stonks will have to do a lot of work here to open up this construction wall and try and get a plant down. They still have the Mute to take care of. Beam will find 1 that's the bandit off the board as well. Only 3 players left alive for Bong. Sherry finds 1, but it's instantly refrag there from Bean. Just 2 versus 4 now. The Mute will also get taken down from the Thermite as he tries to go in for a plant. Alpha find 1. You enter second as well. He only has to find Lalon. as this player is going for the defuse, but no, Lala will be able to win that gunfight out, and second round in a row for Stonks.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
All reinforced. Deploying ADS. Unrolling wrist wire. Place device. Camera ready.
This lineup from
10
Bong
seconds left before insertion.
makes it seem like we might be going for an SSG style of roam.
5 seconds left.
The bar hatch hasn't been reinforced yet, but the hell is for the should do it.
You
Okay.
have to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Camera initiated.
Loading new magazine!
Pit active.
It does look like a sort of SSG style of roam. The meter's playing upstairs like he would in the SSG style, but he's completely left alone up here. We do have the Mozzie roaming around the bar area. The jacuzzi wall is opened here, and Chevy will be trying to rotate away. He pre-fires, doesn't find anything, and runs back through construction. Should be relatively easy for him to run away and get back onto site, or at least get back down onto the second floor. No one. Actually, no, he is panic over here to deal with if he tries to rotate away. So he could either drop this construction hatch, or run and fight panic in a 1v1. He's playing very dangerously now, as there's all these players circling around him, and he's practically a free pick here from panic behind. And yeah, there it is. Completely unaware, and that's panic with an opening pick. And Stonks already looking strong to take this round. They have full top floor control. Hellas is the only player on the second floor, and oof, you just saw that and you just heard it. Bean getting his dome taken off there. Hellas with the Roni to take a nice shot. Alf will open up that cast barricade to let Hellas back into sight, and Sam Mock is there to quickly put it back up again.
Activate nitro. Load. Drag out.
It looks like Stonks here want to try and open up this church wall to go for a church plant. Flashes will sail out as Mem gets downed. Lana will find one for himself, and that's Hellas off the board now. So Stonks in a 4 versus 3 now is into the final 30 seconds. Spogarth finds one for himself, and it's all down to the two players once again of Alf and Tyke, but Tyke is left alone now completely, and Lala finds one onto him, and that's the third round in a row once again. For the side of Stonks. Bong looking a little lost on this third map and not looking so strong on their defensive clubhouse. Church and Arsenal will be the site picked out once again from Bong. It hasn't gone so for them last time, but let's see if they can adapt
Attackers
and
need to
counteract
locate and
exactly
defuse
what
bombs.
Stonks did.
Deploying ADS. Red line going up. Device positioned.
10 seconds left.
Jammer ready.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb. and
Once
defuse
again,
it.
it is the same sort of hold there before, with this weird solo room meet upstairs. I really can't say I agree with it. This time though, they will have opened up this bar hatch and put cast barricades in here, so it will be a lot easier for someone to roam in bar. And Alpha is actually upstairs as well this time, so it's more of a complete SSG style of room.
Drones up and running.
Alf drops very quickly there. Instead of supporting his teammate of Chevy for longer, decides to instantly drop the hatch, which leaves Chevy completely by himself. Let's see if he drops as well, or if he stays around here. And it looks like he wants to go for a kill. He spots the drone but doesn't destroy it just yet. Lala on the ash will open up an angle into construction. Chevy will find a free pick there, and then he looks like he has dropped. Yep, there it is. Bogart on the Hibana has been taken off the board, and for once, I think it's the first round that Bong are starting with the opening kill. Still have these players above. Lalan looking to drop, but just not sure if he should yet, and he shouldn't because there are still these two players up here inside the bar. Hellas will push up the stairs there and find Panic on the Thatcher, which puts them a 2-3 man advantage now as Lalon drops straight into the welcoming arms of Alf. It's all down to Bean and Mem now in a 2 versus 5. And they're both watching a very similar angle. Alf finds second for himself on the round. And it's all down to Bean now in a 1 versus 5 situation. The Mozzie drone spots him out. Oof. Completely delete him there off of that angle he was holding. There we go, that's the first round now for Team Bong, but no matter how you look at it, they've already kind of lost this half because they are 3-1 down and Clubhouse tends to be defender-sided. CC and Cash will be just picked out once again from Bong as they did just win the base that they can't go back there again. This time a nice pickup of the Wumai instead of the Mute. The Mute wasn't doing all too much of them really. I don't like the castle play either.
From being defused by attackers.
The castle so far really hasn't been helping them at all. The castle barricade has been taken down really quickly and not provided much protection at all for the players.
Unrolling razor wire. Deploying package. Perimeter defense package.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left.
It's actually a nice adaptation here from the side of Bong. Instead of casting off the bedroom door and then playing someone inside a construction that they have been doing, instead they're castle barricading off this logistic door, and this allows someone to play inside a bedroom slightly more securely. I hope the castle doesn't just sit in the same spot as he has in previous rounds, because it just hasn't worked for him at all. Once again, we have two players here trying to push on into the bedroom side early on, while the three players over here will be looking to open up the main CC breach. Alpha will find an opening frag there, and that is Lala on the Ash taken down. The top fragger so far for Stonks, and the player who always entries in through bedroom here has been taken out straight away, which is a big pick there for the side of Bong. Once again, we have this perfect setup here from side of Stonks. Bogart to find one as a refrag onto the Jaeger, but luckily Hellas had his battery timed so perfectly he was able to stop the first exothermic, which means Mem only has one left on the board now, so he has to choose between opening up this main CC breach and rotating over to construction to open up the CC construction breach. Hellas will find one for himself, and that's Panic taken off the board. No more EMPs, and I believe he only used one. Bean will also find himself on the floor there. Chevy will finish him off, and it's now all down to the two players of Mem and Bogart in a 2 versus 4. Mem will open up the main breach eventually, but that means he won't be able to open a construction. He will, however, find one on the Tyke. And Bogart is pushing solo into the bedroom side, so they are very alone right now, and they have to win their one-on-one gunfights. Otherwise, the player will be left alone 1 vs 3, and there it is. Mem loses his gunfight as he tries to push in aggressively, and it's now all down to Bogart in a 1 vs 3. If they just pushed together from one side or the other, they might have stood more of a chance, but because Mem pushes in solo like that, now they're kind of fucked. Flashes himself somehow, and he only has 25 seconds left. No diffuser in hand, and all three players will be looking at him with a nice crossfire. There's even a C4 above the door, and we Hellas to find that final frag, and it's the second round in a row for Bong now. Now it will be Bong going to what must be their weakest bomb site, the gym and bedroom site that they just haven't gone to so far, obviously because they're not so comfortable on it. Once again, we have the bandit being picked up. With the Thatcher on the board, that bandit will need to trick, otherwise it's just a bit of a waste, because those batteries will get taken out instantly.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Activated.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining.
Barricade up!
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Bong will be choosing to have a full extension here into the cash room. Only one wall's been on top red, so unless these two reinforcements left in the hands of the castle are going for there. Yep, there, okay. Nice, since that means the cash side should be relatively safe and a good spot for him to play. It looks like the Stonks want to try and push on this east side. Bean is already being droned in, and he's already taking control of Catwalk. I think that's Hibana with breach charges there. Okay. That's horrible. Okay, but Hibana opens up that CC wall, and this will allow them to create a crossfire, get in to the cache side quite easily. The reinforcements will get opened up here, which means Chevy is a very precarious position behind the screen box. An odd peak there means Bean finds a free kill there onto him, and that puts Stonks in a 5 versus 4 situation now. He's still playing inside of construction. He is aware of this castle wreckage getting destroyed right next to him, and he falls back just before it is completely destroyed. Full east side of the map has been conceded that up to construction, and that means Stonks should be able to get in there quite easily. Lalon is looking to jump into the construction window, but if he does so, the Jaeger will find a free pick onto him. Seems a little lost as to what to do, really. Bean will take some damage there from somewhere, I'm not sure. Oh, it's actually a hole from inside of the logistic office. Tyke will find one, and that's the thermite off the board. He's down now on Jacuzzi balcony. Tyke's still playing here on these main stairs. Bong got to find one for himself. That's a Jaeger of Alpha taken off the board, which puts Bong once again at a man deficit 3-4 now. Diffuser will get picked up by Panic, but he has been out of very low HP. Bong can find a double kill for himself on the round. That's Hellas off the board. Ash will jump into sight. That's Lalon to find the castle, and it's now all down to the bandit of Tyke in a 1 versus 3 as he finds one. 20 seconds left on the round. It could be very winnable for him as Panic goes for this plant. It could be a... Oh dear, that could have been an easy double kill for him. But no, he missed his shots and eventually gets stopped there by Bean, and that's a 4-2 split for Stonks on that half. Oh, that was so close to denying the plant and then taking out the Ash as well. But unfortunately, he just couldn't hit either of them. Really unfortunate there as BigStonks move on to their defensive half of Clubhouse. Let's see if they can push us now onto match point and win out the series 2-1, or if Bong will come back now and maybe even push us all the way to overtime. 6 picks on both sides. The sledge picked out of onto the Jackal instead, and the smoke switched onto the mute.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It will be Church and Arsenal for the site DC, or not DC, for the site BigStonks just to go to first. I really need to learn the difference between DC and Stonks. It's kind of annoying when I see Mem and he has that DC tag still. It seems Stonks will be going for an SSG style of room, using the full mute Mozzie Vigil Castle setup, as you would always see.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Camera ready to activate. Yes, deployed and ready to go.
DCX Stonks. It's created a beautiful child. Alpha will be able to open up the kitchen hatch, and I think Tyke was able to open up dirt as well, so it looks like we're going to see a full Arsenal attack here from Bong, completely ignoring the full SSG style of roam, instead just pushing on to Arsenal through the kitchen and the dirt. Hallis will be using his scan now, and Sam will be the first to fall that Lalon with the opening pick. That is the no more taken off the board, and no more air jabs will be utilised this game. Interesting there for Alpha to drop so freely. Panic finds an easy kill onto him, but is instantly taken out there. A nice crossfire between the Jackal and someone else, but the Hellas will get taken down. That's all down to 2 players, 1 player. As Lalon on the hatch will find one, and he finds the second as well as he drops And that is now 5-2. Stonks looking strong on that side for sure. CC and Cash will be the second site picked out here for Stonks. A 6-pick here from Panic. The alibi 6-pick off into the smoke. I don't know why the alibi was even picked. I guess I just wanted to hide some up and pick up the smoke instead.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Deployed and ready to go.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I need to reload.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds to go. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
With no Sophia on the board, it will be quite hard to take Mem off of this bandit trick here with the Thatcher alone. So I assume we'll be seeing someone going below.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Although they don't have either of a Sophia or an Ash. It looks like Bong will be going for a full bedroom side take here into construction. Bedroom has been fully conceded from Stonks. So it's a quick map take here from Bong as they get into bedroom nice and easily. Drones will come through, and for some reason it's I hate this so much. Tyke is the one entering first behind the drones, and he's on the thermite. It hurts my head. They will find out quickly that construction is fully conceded. Mem will now switch his bandit trick over towards the construction wall, and Panic will also rotate his shield around here to the green box. Nice quick rotate from the side of Stonks. I don't know what Lana was doing with that magnet, but it's just plopped with Lacelin in the middle of the floor. Chevy will find a lot of damage there and get taken out. A nice shot from Lalon peeking that CC window. Tyke is now trying to open construction, but is met with that bandit trick, and he has no Thatcher left alive to take care of it. So Bong in a bad position really. Hellas will take a lot of damage there from the Jaeger and have taken out as well. That's Bean with a nice pick there, and it's a 3 versus 5 now. Stonks 2-man advantage now. As it's the final minute of the round, it seems Bong have really stalled out here as they can't open up the wall and they can't all file through this door, especially with Panic smoking it off for them. Perfect place from the smoke here to just toss out these canisters to delay as much time as possible. They have to all file through this single doorway because they can't get onto the construction door because of those bandit batteries, no Thatcher on the board. Final smoke canister will sail out, and that will leave Bong with only about 20 seconds left to push through this doorway. Panic pushes aggressively and holds a strange angle, although he does come back and hold an angle with the shotgun. Alf will find one, that's Bogarth off the board, no more Maestro. The Hibana will entry and find one onto the smoke as well. 2 players inside. The diffuser is going down. Mem finds one, is quickly taken down. Lala the triple on the round, and it's all down to this Nomad who finds one but can't find the others. Somehow Bong actually came close to winning that round out there, even though they had to just file through that door. I had no idea. But anyway, that is Stonks pushing us onto their match point now, 6-2. gym and bedroom will be the final site picked out here from Stonks. The other two are locked for them, so they're forced into going here. Let's see if Bong can come back now and push us all the way to overtime, maybe even win the series out, or will Stonks just slap them in map 3 and finish the series out and win it for themselves?
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
He's stopped using red dot. Yeah, I don't know why Bean keeps using that red dot on the Jaeger. It's not very nice.
Razor wire going up.
Time to redecorate.
Ready to go.
I like the mirror play here on June bedroom. Because the mirror has been left on the board, it means she is going to be a real pain for Bong to deal with.
I've reinforced the wall.
He says it's preference.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a bad preference though.
ADS active in this sector.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Deploying magnet. All readers stop worrying about grenades now. Barricade up. Traces thermostat. Device placed. Clear. Activating control. All set.
Drones will come out into strip club and Bean could very well be found out here inside of this bathroom.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Tyke is trying to open up this wall here, but because of the bandage, it's going to be definitely very hard for him. He's relying entirely on this EMP play from Chevy, but actually no, Zarak will be rotating around to try and use
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
this stun grenade on the Zofia as well. There's a bit of a waste of an EMP there. Panic will be the first victim there, as Hellas enters in below. Actually no, he's in logistic already. Unless the cast is taken off the board. No bandit trickle comes through anymore. The stun grenade comes back and hits Zofia instead, but CC or Jacuzzi rather breach has been opened. Mem is now able to use this mirror window on bathroom to counteract the push. He will get flashed out of his position though. Second flash will come out and has to find a double kill for himself on the round. That is Burgoth off the board as well. Tykes though will get taken out from Bean there. Lalon put out to very HP and finished off Hellas with a triple on the round. All down to Bean and Mem in a 2 versus 4, 1 versus 4 as Alf finishes off Mem. Alf also finishes off Bean, and there it is, a nice 3 and a 2k for 2 players of Bong there. And Bong showing signs of life as they move on to round 10. Church and Arsenal get picked out once again from Stonks. The lineup is slightly different, but it very well could be the SSG style of Rome once again. If we just see the 6th pick off of one of the operators onto the castle, but no, it does not look like they want to. So I assume they're changing up their strategy slightly this time. They want to pull the same trick twice.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Obviously, because they realised the SSG style of room wasn't completely useful against how Bong attacked. They just opened up the kitchen hatch and opened up dirt. The room on the top floor is completely worthless, really, when it's only the kitchen and dirt push. Although the angle front is a logistic to take down any player or ex-Kairos on the hatch and kitchen could always be useful. We are seeing reinforcements still upstairs, so
10 seconds to insert.
it is a similar setup, but instead of having the full Roma
5 seconds to insertion.
camp here inside a bar, they've reinforced the hatch and they're not going to play it so aggressively.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Don't freeze, my fella. Impact. Initiate jammer.
Once again, that will get opened up here from Tyke. This will allow them at least one avenue of attack onto site.
New magazine.
I should be able to take care of this hatch rather easily. Although Maestro there, nice pick from Panic there to impact trick the kitchen hatch. Although he has no more impacts available, there's no impacts left on the board at all. So Alf should be easily able to utilise his final set of X-Karos here to take care of the hatch. If he even wants to, actually, he seems to have completely changed his ideas up. And won't be opening the kitchen hatch, which is interesting. They still have Lalon playing upstairs here alone. They have Hallis chasing him down, but Lalon will be rotating back away. Or no, he's actually rotating back upstairs. He has this mute jammer near him, but that won't stop the Jackal pings coming through. As Lalon now will be careless and go straight into the locking arms of Tyke there. That is man advantage now for Bong as we enter the last half of the round. Minute and 20 seconds, the bar hatch has been opened, which will allow the thermite or any soft bridge actually to open a church wall, as one of the walls has been left soft, which is interesting.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Drones will come out onto the site as the players of Bong all circle round this bar hatch. A drop will come through from Alf there. He finds an opening pick on, that's Panic taken off as well. No more Maestro, no more Alder, no more Evilized. Still 3 players left alive, and Thermite should be able to open up this church wall. T-Fault camera is taken out there. Bullet holes will give away the position of Mem, unfortunately. Bean that will be fighting back, and he takes one down. Bean finds a second as well, so that puts him actually in a 1 versus 3, and he will get taken down, unfortunately. 6-4 now. Bong making a bit of resurgence, actually. It's definitely still very possible for them to come back. They need to win 2 more rounds now, and they will be looking a lot stronger moving on. They could easily push us on to overtime. CC and Cash is the site picked out once again from Stonks.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Shield deployed! Vault secured!
10 seconds left before insertion.
ADS activated.
5 seconds to insertion.
Magnets ready.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
It's a full garage reinforcement here, so I assume we'll be seeing a lot of presence here from Lalon on this rafters section. We still have Mem on that bandit, and he should be able to trick rather easily. Once again, though, why have they not got Zofia? Like, I don't know why they wouldn't bring Zofia, so they could just easily take the bandit off the wall. Bandit will trick one set of its Karos. He will also trick the exothermic. The EMP comes out. That's all EMPs used. Mem might lose his life here to Chevy. Oh, it's a a close angle. The C4 tossed out and Chevy will lose his life. Oh no. Mem tricks it perfectly. Oh. And they still can't get rid of this bandit battery. Oh no. It's going to be such a ball ache for BG now. Bong struggling taking a bandit off the wall. It's such a simple thing to do. People are so used to taking a bandit tricker off the wall now, but Bong struggled so hard with that, it was hard to watch.
I'm reloading.
Deploying Martin. Martin online.
Thermite will eventually be able to open up the other panel as well. Hellas will find a refrag there. That is Mem taken off the board. He is now inside a construction actually all by himself. So we have 3 players around site, and then we have Bean on a deep roam somewhere. He's in a lounge. Tyke is actually below, so Bean could easily find a kill here. Although neither seems completely aware of the other's presence. Hellas will take a lot of damage there from some smoke. Bean will find a lot of damage from the thermite, but will eventually win out the fight. Alpha will find Lalon, that's the player of Rafters. Bogoth will get taken down, so it's all down to a 2 versus 3 now. 2 players both top of red. Both players find 1 now, and it's all down to Zamak and a 1 versus 2. He comes around and finds Panic, and it's all down to the 1 versus 1. There's 30 seconds left on the round. He has to fuse it in hand. Bean has no way to deny the plant unless he uses his bullets. Zamak, though, will be going for the plant. 20 seconds left. Bean has to deny it from going down. He can't hit his shots. No, unfortunately, Zamak will clutch things out. And it's 1 round away from Bong pushing us to overtime. Oof. Oh dear. From a 5-2 split to a 6-5 now. Stonks really been putting on the edge here. It'll be CC and Cash picked out once again. Obviously, Stonks happy with what happened in that last round. It's just unfortunately lost gunfights that pushed it to this point. A 6-pick he'll come from Panic off of the smoke, which is interesting. Onto the Goyo instead. Okay. The smoke was definitely useful for denial there, but I don't know about that. Goyo is really the answer to their problems.
Bomb located by attackers.
It seems like a similar setup from Stonks. Nothing really has changed.
5 seconds left.
I wonder where Panic is going to set up his
Attackers are heading out.
shields. He hasn't placed a single one. He's going for a spawn peak, so that's not a great sign, really. If he wins this, it could definitely put himself in a good advantage to win the game. But he doesn't win, but luckily he also doesn't lose out there. The pre-fire doesn't land and he's able to get back onto site. Maybe he will actually place his utility down now. Yep, there it is.
Organ is ready. Use it if you have to.
Okay, so he's just using his normal shields, not really denial. Mem once again on this bandit trick on the wall here. EMP will sail out. A set of Excaris is used. Oh dear. After his resounding success in the first, in the prior round, Mem shows how to not bandit trick in this round, as he makes a massive mistake and dies there because of it, which puts his team at the 5-4 disadvantage. Now Lalon also down to very low HP at the Motto Garage. That's a 1 HP and finished off. Oh no. It's the throw coming through from Stonks. The 3 players left line, Bean, Panic and Bogos will have a lot of work to do if they want to finish the round, the game out here. Bean could easily come up with a free kill, and yep, there it is. That's Chevy taken off the board. He almost gets refragged though, and he will get refragged as he's, I don't know where he's going, but it's poor positioning. The player inside the garage will down him, but he could even get picked up here. Yeah, because they have no points on. They don't know that Bean is definitely down. So he will get away with his life just about. Lucky there for Panic to save him. Now as we enter the final minute, they still have a 3 versus 4 with a major health advantage to Bong. With the main breach open and catwalk control in the hands of Bong, this default plant should be relatively easy to go for. Burgos will try and cross and instantly gets taken out. As a poor play there. Has to find Panic as well, so it's all down to Bean once again in a clutch situation. But 1 versus 4 is a lot harder to win than 1 versus 1. And with it in a post-plant situation now, it's an unwinnable situation. And yes, there it is. Bong pushing us to overtime. Oh dear, Stonks, how have you managed to throw it this hard? Now, Stonks did in fact choose to go for a attack on their overtime, and attack has been the favoured side so far this game. So going into this, technically speaking, Stonks have the advantage because they're on the attack. However, because Bong have won so many rounds in a row now, that momentum could just carry through and Stonks could be at a real disadvantage going in here. Church and Arsenal will be the site picked out from Bong as we push on it into overtime.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Flying ADS!
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
AD is active in this sector.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Men will be opening up this dirt breach now using the exothermic, and this gives them at least one avenue away into sight. There isn't much presence inside a dirt tunnel. There is one pest to stop this drone going through, and unfortunate there for Mem to fall for that. Hellas will now be able to use this drone against them as panic drones. Hellas loses that drone, so... Oh dear. He gains another one in the meantime. We are seeing Lalon creeping into blue room now. Because they haven't extended into blue now, though, it has been reinforced into armory, but there is a soft wall here into church room.
See you on the other side.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Kitchen hatch is getting opened here. Chevy ready with the C4, but no one is actually inside of kitchen at the moment.
A bomb has
Chevy will be the first victim as Lalon pushes on into Arsenal. It's a full burst in now, and Panic will have to try to get his diffuser down. He misses his shots. He's going for the plant, and these players will have to cover him though. Jaeger somehow gets in, but doesn't see the diffuser. And it's now down to 3 players in a post-plant situation in a 3 versus 5. Very low HP for about 3 players as well. Bogos to find one onto Tyke, and it's all down to Samok in a 1 versus 5 now. Post-plant situation, he'll get taken out. And once again, we have Stonks on match point after a flawless round. Oh dear. Church and Arsenal will be the final site that Stonks choose to go to, as this is either the ultimate or penultimate round of this match and of this series.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
It does look like we are seeing the full SSG lineup here from Stonks, as this was the setup that did win them this site.
Cover me, reloading!
Window blocked.
Secure the floor!
10 seconds left before insertion. Attackers have located a bomb. 5 seconds left.
Doorway, swapping
Hey,
back.
ready!
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Active. Activate the channel. Wall fortified!
Once again, I assume we will be seeing the same sort of attack we have every time from Bong, opening up dirt and opening up kitchen hatch. Last time they did push the bar hatch and try and get a plant down inside the church, which did work out well for them. They won the round because of that church push, but this time they will have much of a harder time pushing that bar hatch because of all these rumors upstairs.
Going live.
말보다는 행동이지.
Memir is still above it. He is able to deny a lot of Excurus being set up on that kitchen hatch. Some have gone off though, so the hatch is definitely weakened, but it hasn't been fully opened though, so it's definitely good for Stocks. Alf will be trying to get the hatch open, or will he actually? He might rotate away and get a different hatch. Who knows? Lalan will take a lot of damage in the meantime from some way, still roaming around inside of this bar area.
Repulsion device.
First kill of this round will go to Hellas, and that is being on the Mozzie taken out off top floor. The room upstairs already taken care of, but he has wasted so much time, it's a minute and 45 seconds that has been wasted so far. And Bong still have plenty of
Attackers drop the diffuser.
things to do to try and push it onto site. They don't have too
Attackers
much
recovered the
control.
diffuser.
All the roamers have dropped though, and it's all 4 players of Stonks now on site in the final minute of the round. Bong isn't exactly sure where they're going to push from. Some they will find another pick, and that's Panic off of the castle taken out as well. Free fires to come through the wall, but won't land anything. Tyke will be using bullet holes here to try and peek on into church. Lalan put down to even lower HP than it was before. And tries to impact trick the kitchen hatch, but it is not able to. Bogart to find one that's out taken off the board as Lalan tries to escape into dirt, but just can't make it. It's all down to Bogart now in a 1 versus 4, and he is taken down. And here it is, round 15, the very final round this series has taken us to. Church and Arsenal will be the final site we will be seeing here from Bong. Let's see if Stonks can replicate their success from the previous attack here, or if they will falter, and if we will see Bong claim this series finally.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Device in place.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
Deploying ADS.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
Device wires deployed.
Drone up.
I'm out.
I'm not entirely sure what Stonks are going to attack here. We do have a breach charge opening up onto the top floor, but they have no roamers up here. In fact, it's a full turtle strat on the bottom floor this time for Bong.
See you on the other side.
But that tunnel has been opened. Kitchen hatch could very well get opened. Hellas is having a whale of a time under this table, just destroying all the chairs.
Setting traces thermostat.
Device is going down.
See you on the other side.
Lalon once again tried to push on in through blue room. It worked out well for them last time, but with all 5 players on site and close,
Bomb located by
it could not work out so well for them this
Attackers
time.
have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Diffuser is now being rotated around Panic, who might try and drop this Arsenal hatch. A rotor has been made at the back of Arsenal here from the Ella, which could make things a lot harder should Stonks choose to go for a plant back here. Remember, he's not inside of Dirt Tunnel, and he has a cast barricade to deal with. His feet are getting shot up a bit as he tries to open up that cast barricade there. And as we enter the final minute of the round, it's going to be an all-out brawl in a 5 versus 5. No team wants to lose this so late in the series. Lalon will open up into Church as well as into Arsenal. Ella runs out and finds one. Jaeger runs out as well, and Lalon finds a double as well. 45 seconds left in the round as Bean picks us up back up, so it's down to 4 versus 3. Stonks with the advantage. 40 seconds left, and things seem to slow down just a little. Mem is rotating around to blue as well, so we have 3 players from Stonks in blue, and Bogart's still on this hatch. As we enter the final 30 seconds, it all comes down to these gunfights. Ash swings wide, Bogarth finds one, that's the kite taken off. It's all down to this castle and this bandit left alone now. One in Church and one in the back of Arsenal. Diffuser is going down from Mem, and they should be aware of this. They should have heard that sound cue. As C4 goes off, it denies one. I think that's the plant going down. It's now to a 1 versus 2. It's not kind of 1 versus 2 as the diffuser is going down, or it should be going down from Lalon. It's all down to Bogarth to defend Lalon as this diffuser goes down. Zomic though won't be in a position to deny it though, so it's all down to a 1 versus 2 in a post-plant situation. Shots come out and they know exactly where the castle is. Playing behind AKs is Lalon, but he turns his back and Zomic with a triple on the round. It's all down to Bogarth in this 1 versus 1. He still has 30 seconds left to try and get his diffuser. He's going for it now. He only has 7 seconds left to do it. He comes off it now and it should be Bogarth with a kill here, but no, he doesn't hit his shots. Unfortunate there. Can Zamok though hit his? Turns around the castle units, but though he just can't do it, and it's Stonks just about winning out the series 2-1 over Bong. Well, what a game, what a series, and what a way to end it out as well.